everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Katie and this is my channel Rouse Rising. Today I am bringing to you my second trimester herbal tea recipe, and this tea is going to be very nourishing throughout your second trimester and help your body prepare to bring your baby into the world. For those of you that don't know, I have been a birth and postpartum doula for the past 8 years. And in those 8 years, I have also assisted a midwife delivering babies, and I have had 4 children myself. 3 of them have been out of hospital births, and 1 of them was born in hospital. You can check out those birth stories and birth videos on my channel. Over the past 8 years, I have learned a lot about pregnancy, and my goal on my channel is to share with you guys some of that knowledge. The first thing I'm going to do is just share with you a few books that I cherish and that I think are really important to any woman that is in her childbearing years. Now, the first book that I would recommend, and it's one that I just read, is It Starts With the Egg by Rebecca Fett. It talks about how to improve egg quality prior to conception. The next book that I love and that a lot of these herbs that I'm recommending to you today comes from Wise Woman Herbal. It's a guide for the childbearing year by Suzanne Weed. This book is amazing. It has a plethora of information about herbs that are safe for you during preconception, after you become pregnant, throughout your pregnancy, and postpartum. The next book that I absolutely love is The Nursing Mother's Herbals, and this is by Sheila Humphrey. This book tells you all about the herbs that are going to help you through your nursing years. And the final book that I'm going to recommend to you all today is the Nourishing Traditions book of baby and child care. This is by Sally Fallon Morrell and Thomas Cowan. He's a medical doctor. In this book, you're going to find everything that you need to know how to care for your baby naturally. I love this book. I reference it a lot in my daily life, and it's something that I will cherish. It was a gift from a friend, and I will always carry it with me. I hope to pass it down to my daughters or my sons when they have children one day. And it's definitely a book I'll be buying for them. You can find all these book recommendations down below in this video's description. Without further ado, let's get started on today's herbal tea recipe for the second trimester. I'm going to read off my note cards, just makes it a little bit easier so I can give you guys all the correct facts. In this second trimester tea, we are going to be using as the primary herb is raspberry leaf. And it's one of the best herbs for pregnancy because it strengthens and tonifies the uterus. It has a high mineral content and it helps prevent miscarriage. It helps ease labor pain, it prevents false labor, and it helps facilitate the placenta delivery. It also decreases the risk of postpartum hemorrhage, and it increases colostrum in your milk. The next herb that we are going to be adding is oat. Oat nourishes the hair, skin, and nails. It has a very high silica content. It's calming and nutritive while relieving insomnia. This herb is going to help you sleep better at night. We all know that towards the end of pregnancy, sleep evades us. It is so hard to come by as our body prepares us for that early newborn stage of no sleep. And so this oat straw is going to help soothe you and relax you at night and help you fall asleep fast. The next ingredient that we are going to be adding to our second trimester tea is rose hips. And rose hips are very high in vitamin C, and this is really good for strengthening your amniotic sac. Also, rose hips are rich in flavonoids. They relieve night sweats. Rose hips prevents UTIs, hypertension, hemorrhoids, and exhaustion. So it is a great ingredient in this tea for second trimester. Also, we have alfalfa leaf, which aids the body in assimilation of nutrients. It contains high amounts of C and vitamin K, folic acid, iron, manganese, zinc, digestive enzymes, and it's very rich in chlorophyll, so it's super nutritive to your body. The very last thing that we are going to be adding to this is chamomile, and if you know about chamomile, it is a very calming flower. It is sweet and relaxes nerves while restoring energy. It is a digestive tonic, so it's going to help your stomach. And it helps decrease morning sickness. So this is also something that you can add to your first trimester tea, and you can check out that video up here. It also relieves insomnia and headaches. We are going to be adding 2 cups of our raspberry leaf, and I just have a large bowl here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up 1 batch of this. So 2 heaping cups of raspberry leaf to my bowl. I will set that aside. Next, we are going to do 1 cup of oat straw. One cup of alfalfa leaf. I am going to do a 1/2 cup of rose hips. And once again, a full cup of chamomile. These herbs smell so good. 1 heaping cup of chamomile. Okay, we're just going to give it a quick toss. Make sure that all of our ingredients are incorporated. Now, the raspberry leaf tends to clump up just a tad, so make sure that I get that distributed evenly. There. You can see the herbs distributed nice and evenly in there. And then I'm going to take a 1/2 gallon mason jar, and then we will proceed to store these in the 1/2 gallon mason jar. I have my pre-mixed tea all set and ready to go. So instead of taking all the teas individually out of those bags, I can just come to my mason jar, dump out 3/4 to a full cup, depending on the strength that you like. I tend to go a little heavy. I use the full cup. I dump it into my jar. I fill it up with water, boiling water. I cap it and I let it sit overnight. When it comes time to strain the tea, I use one of these fine mesh stainless steel strainers. I use my ball jar funnel. And then what I would do is just pour the tea in here, allow it to strain, press my herbs out, being sure to release all of the liquid. And then I like to add about a 1/2 cup of honey to my tea. And then I drink it sweet, iced, all summer long. In the wintertime, you can use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the herbs to a cup of, or a teacup of hot water. You can also make yourself a full pot of tea. And for that, I would use about 1/2 cup of tea to make a full pot of tea. And then you can drink your tea hot in the wintertime that way. In the summertime, I do like to drink it by the 1/2 gallon. So I prepare it by the 1/2 gallon and then I refrigerate it, and I drink about this much every 2 days. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, learning about this herbal tea. I hope that you enjoy it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to click subscribe and stay up to date with all of my pregnancy, postpartum, and birth-related videos that I'm going to be sharing with you on this channel. To stay tuned for the next one, check out my 3rd trimester tea that is linked up above here. I will also link it down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.